Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Common Sense with Dr. Bill. And I hope that your summers were great, that you got lots of rest, relaxation, and recuperation. Many of you probably are not quite ready to start the school year, but I feel like for those of you who are, I want to make sure I started helping you. And I feel like, instead of focusing on this coming year, I always think of the current year as a solid plastic bowl and the previous year as a colander that has lots of holes in it. Before I try to work on what we're going to do, let's focus on things that we did do, that we did teach, and that didn't go so well. So, what I'm going to do, the first 7 or 8 videos in math that I want to go over with you are the questions in each grade level that got the lowest percent correct. And you'll be surprised with some of them. This is probably the 5th year where the math questions in Texas on the Star had the lowest number of percent correct. In my mind, you want all your students to get 70% or higher, or at least 60% or higher. But what we're going to do is look at only the ones that got less than 50%. And I want to show you a way on how to solve these. And I always believe that no one has the way. That's why there's a place called McDonald's, Whataburger, Wendy's, Dairy Queen, Fuddruckers, uh, and any other hamburger place. They all sell hamburgers. They prepare them in different ways. And in the same way, if all you're doing is Whataburger, when some kid needs McDonald's, as in this McDonald's, then you're really hurting your kids in terms of not being able to differentiate your instruction to meet the needs of your kids. And so I want you to take time to watch the videos. They're free. I'm just using my materials, my ideas, and strategies that I feel will make the difference to fill in those gaps that I feel like are left behind when we just keep pushing forward, when our timeline, scope, and sequence go faster than our students and ourselves even can keep up. So, our 3rd grade question that I want to focus on, I just noticed that this little section here, numbers 21 through 25, seem to have the most problems in a row that did poorly. And the lowest was question 22. And it was very similar to a 3rd grade question from last year that only got 8% correct. And I think what happens is students don't make it to the question. They don't have the endurance even by the end of the year. So what I suggest that you do, especially for ones like this one that only got 20%, all it was a 2-step problem. But your students wanted to stop after the first step, the first operation. And so I'm going to show you how to draw a picture, because there's a song that says, if a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? The words will never show the you I've come to know. Well, I don't need 1,000 words. I need 100 words, because that's basically all that most word problems have, and sometimes only 40 or 50 or 30 words, and the students are having trouble. So when 79% of the kids in Texas get a problem wrong, we're not doing something correct. So let's take a look at this question. And what I did was I took a screenshot of this question number 22, recording category 2, 1 point question. And I want you to think of the first periods that your students see as the yellow brick road. They'll slow down and write information, but the most important sentence is the one that I'm going to call the red brick road, the one with the question mark. And so think of a question mark. If you look in the corner here, the question mark looks like somebody's ear where they're asking something and they're waiting for a response. And so I suggest that for kids who don't have endurance, have them start with the red brick road, then work back to the yellows and read the question again a second time. Okay, so here's the question. What was the total number of cookies sold on Saturday and Sunday? All right, that means they asked for 2 days. So I've got to find out how many cookies were sold on Saturday, how many were sold on Sunday, and then add them together. So let's see what went wrong. First, Yellow Brick Road. At a weekend bake sale, 295 keyword key number keyword cookies were sold on Saturday. So there we go. Saturday, 295 cookies. Your students are allowed to use what's called lab work. It's lined and blank paper that instead of just highlighting on the computer, they can go write number 22 on some line paper. And these things that are written here would have been written on the line paper. So that's my first day. Sunday was where things went wrong. It said on the second yellow brick road, on Sunday, 88 more cookies were sold than were sold on Saturday. So here's Sunday, 88 more, sum plus add. Little karate math, 88 more. So it would be 88 plus 295. And so instead of going on to read the question that asked how many cookies on Saturday and Sunday, all your students did was say, okay, what is 88 more than 295, which is 383, letter B, 383 cookies were sold on Sunday. But because that road is yellow, not red, the red one is going to be Saturday and Sunday. So we need to take the 295 cookies that were sold on Sunday and add the 383 that were sold on Sunday. And what you might do is let them know that you got that from adding the 88 to the 295 that were already there. So basically, algebraically speaking, it would be 295 plus 88 plus 295, and it's going to add up to 678 cookies. And so something for kids who struggle, my keywords and numbers, cookies, 88 cookies. What was the total number of cookies? Since all the keywords were the same, 90% of the time, when the keywords in front of the numbers are the same, you'll be adding or subtracting. So we were supposed to add, but we needed to add twice because of the question that was being asked. So when your students will take the time to read the red brick road twice instead of just one time, they'll understand they have to do one more addition problem uh, beyond just how to get to how many clothes were baked on Sunday, which was not what was being asked. So that is the most difficult third grade question. Let me know if you have any questions in Messenger. You can also email me at writing_doctor@yahoo.com. I am not doing any hotel conferences this year. It's just so draining physically, emotionally, and mentally to do all the preparations and to have to have to rely on the hotels to make sure the rooms are available, that they're clean, that they have all the equipment that I need. And so I'm willing to go to schools. My fee for both reading, writing, math, and even motivation trainings are is going to be 1,000 for each day or 750 if you want multiple days. And yes, I can help you with how to plan for the future, but I would rather help you see what went wrong on last year's test, how you can fill in the gaps, the cracks, whatever. Let's turn your calendars into bowls, your students into magicians when it comes to being able to solve math problems and respond to questions, especially the open-ended, short constructed responses in reading, revising that we've been seeing, and the extended constructed response. So I will be doing one math problem a day, starting with the lowest performing question in each grade level. So be sure to be watching my Common Sense math page. I'll make sure I share this to my writing page and my regular wall as well. You guys take care. God bless and have a wonderful school year. Hopefully, I'll get to see some of you. I have very reasonable prices. I can also work with you one-on-one. If you decide to do just 1 hour, what I'll do is $50 an hour, and we can talk about anything that you need. And I have it on my website where you can just um, pay there and use your PayPal or debit or credit card, whatever that you want. Or if you do 3 hours or more and we spread that over time, uh, I will be offering that for $25 an hour. And you can decide which hours that you would like personal guidance from me. And it can be you as a teacher in any grade level. It would just be one-on-one, talking here through Zoom and using your results from last year to kind of help you uh, see where things went wrong and where we can plan a little differently and maybe show you how to differentiate your instruction to better fill in those gaps, staying in line with what your scope and sequence might be requiring, uh, your timelines, but um, not telling you when to teach things, but maybe giving you ideas on how to teach things in a way that more kids will understand and do well. So, with that in mind, you guys take care. God bless. Have a wonderful day.